Alright guys, here we go with some more SBF basketball. I'll be your commentator this evening. I am Jeffrey John, and I'm excited to call this fantastic game with you here today. This is a matchup between two, I'm going to say, upcoming teams. We got the River City Stallions taking on the Mudville Bullfrogs. You just saw both leaders for both teams. Kenneth Michaels, leader for the Stallions, and Josh Robinson, #1 overall pick in this year's draft, the leader for the Frogs. All right, opening tip-off is about to be underway. There it goes, and Rockwell wins it. Here comes Jawan Quinn and the Stallions. River City bringing the ball up here. Vern Beard guarding Quinn. Pass over Rockwell. Rockwell over to Xander Blue. Xander Blue driving. Finds Rockwell on a pick and roll. That's good. Great offensive movement there from your River City squad. And a little bit of a game plan adjustment, and I'm sure this is exactly what Juan and Robinson wanted to see from the Frogs. Josh Robinson bringing the ball up on the very first offensive play. I don't think I could have planned it any better myself personally. What a start for this new Bullfrog system. Ben Adams inbounds over to Vern Beard. Vern's going to find Bryce Dyson, who puts it up and almost comes away with the and one. Instead, Bryce will just be going to the line and shooting two. Khalil Fox led a little bit with that blocking hand, ended up making contact, and he'll send Bryce to the line. A little bit higher on the vertical. Could have been a clean block, but Khalil Fox just couldn't get up there. Khalil Fox, a.k.a. Beef Lightning. That's his former nickname. His old longtime GM gave him. Him and Jawan Quinn were known as the Beef Bros. Real thick athletes that move really fast. We got Beef Lightning and Beef something else. Jawan Quinn puts up a three. That's good. 4-point lead for these Stallions. They're going to give it up to Bryce Dyson. He's been the offensive focus for this team so far this season. Dyson driving at the rim. Floater, that falls. An aggressive Bryce Dyson is something that's hard to stop. Just ask anybody that played the Magic City Stingrays about 3 seasons ago when Bryce Dyson and Jamarius Randall led this team to a finals. Jawan Quinn, another three. Can't get the second one. And Michaels able to save the possession. I think it was out on Michaels, but he made it look like it was out on Champ. Michaels inbounds over to Fox. Fox guarded by Dyson here. Xander Blue, the rookie, coming up to set a screen. Fox, open lane, puts it up, and no good. Josh Robinson, great closeout that time. Ben Adams has it. 3-point sniper, drafted at the end of the first round for these Frogs. Adams with a little spin-a-rooney, spinning back. Really wanted to put something up there, but doesn't. Josh Robinson has a great matchup on Xander Blue. Instead, he's going to find Dyson for a three. If Dyson had set his feet there, that was a great find by Josh Robinson. But instead, Dyson shoots well on the move, and it's a miss. And Rockwell punishes the rim with that slam. These Frogs just cannot seem to put it together this season so far. Tonight, we will be seeing the debut of the Bullfrogs' newest player, Sakaya Cooper. Recently signed. And what a great... Josh Robinson with the block from behind. The #1 overall pick really stepping up so far in this game. They're utilizing him a lot more. He's been quiet so far this season. Looks like he's starting to get a little frustrated here. And with an attitude change and an aggressive Josh Robinson, that could mean trouble for these Stallions. Robinson's biggest knock has been that he's not aggressive enough. Doesn't force his own shots. You are the superstar for this team. They're going to need you to take over him. He hasn't done it so far this season, but so far in this game, it's looking promising. Bryce Dyson forces one up with his left hand. That's not going to fall. Khalil Fox kick back to Jawan Quinn. Rockwell down low. He wants it. He's confident with his matchup against Champ Hansen. Kenneth Michaels with a screen. Jawan Quinn covered very tightly. Fox driving. Good contested layup goes. Stallions up by 6. A couple of young guns that skipped college in this game. Jacoby Mamba for the Stallions. Kevin Alexander for the Stallions. And Sakiah Cooper for the Bullfrogs. And Josh Robinson, another block and a rebound. Frogs have got to capitalize offensively, though. They're going to give it to Robinson. Robinson kick back to Vern. Dyson off a couple screens. Wide open 3. Bang! Bryce Dyson makes it a 3-point ball game. And there's Sakiah Cooper. He's ready to check in for these Frogs. Three balls up, and that one falls. The Stallions offensively have looked fantastic in this one. Their team clicking on all cylinders so far. They're going to take a quick timeout break.
Substitution for the away team.
In comes Isaiah Thomas. In comes Ricky Parker. In comes Sakiah Cooper, you see, sitting there, number 17. Keon Powell's checking in. Cooper, 3-ball. That one's an air ball. He got caught a little bit too far for the Stallions. Jacoby Mamba's in the game as he slams it over Ricky Parker. Jacoby Mamba's been upgrading in recent weeks, and you're seeing it here today. Cletus White with it. White waiting for a teammate to get open. Not a lot of good movement. Cooper, good swing pass over to Ricky Parker. 3 seconds on the clock. Ricky forces one up. Doesn't fall for him, and there's Jacoby Mamba with a rebound. Mamba up court. Cody Carr has it. He's driving and scores. I like that shot a few possessions ago from Cooper. Just a little too deep. Maybe a little bit of a rookie jitter showing in effects there. Isaiah Thomas trying to cut back door. Can't find it open. Now he's got a mid-range opportunity, and he sinks it. Eight-point lead for the Stallions at the end of the first. 1 minute 15 to go in the first. Xander Blue driving. Cletus White gets called for the reach-in foul as he breaks up the dribble there. Here comes Kevin Alexander as Jacoby Mamba's going to sit quickly. That's surprising. With how well Jacoby Mamba has been playing this season, it's surprising to see his minutes have not gone up. Alexander takes the Derek Simon screen. Great feed from Kevin Alexander as he finds Derek Simon on the pick and roll. Here comes Mr. 5'6" Ricky Parker. Not a lot of off-ball movement for these Frogs. Part of the reason why nobody's getting open. Keon gets his own rebound, and the putback's there. If you watch the Stallions offensively, watch their off-ball movement compared to these Frogs. Frogs are pretty stagnant. Stallions are setting it up. As Cody Carr is doing some crazy stuff, you see Murray Williamson ready for the three. He's able to bang it home. People are rotating based on where Cody Carr dribbles. Now you see the Bullfrog side of things. Ricky Parker, although he drives in a little bit, nobody from the Frogs move even an inch. given this could be impacted by the fact that this is going to be the last shot, the last good shot at least. Isaiah going to have to put up a bad 3, but he gets it to go. Last shot, Cody Carr puts it up from full court. Doesn't fall for him. We have a 8-point lead here in River City as the Stallions looking to bring home the W. We'll be back in a few moments. All right, here we go. Kicking off the start of the second quarter. Looks like same lineup in there for both squads. No changes outside of the quarter break. Sakai Cooper, another 3. That one's off the front of the rim. I love these open looks from Cooper so far. With a little bit of upgrades, they're going to start to fall. Sakai Cooper's 3-point shooting is going to allow the Frogs to space the floor better than they ever have been. You imagine a couple of Hall of Fame badges, and that 3-point shot's going to start to sink from that distance. Xander Blue able to get the first one to go. I don't like the shot from Cletus White. He's not normally an aggressive player, so it's interesting to see Cletus White get the rebound and not kick it out and instead try to force up a bad shot. Here they go. They're going to Cletus again. Kind of some movement from the Frogs, but not good movement. Sakai Cooper, backdoor cut. Underhand layup is good. Nice move there to attack the basket. Remember, Cooper created this week, 76 overall still. No upgrades to his name. Out here putting in some work. Xander Blue, another cut to the rim. He's able to get it to go. It's really interesting to see some of these new players succeed at this level. Isaiah Thomas passes it down to Cletus. Cletus going to force one over Derek Simon. That's not going to go. Xander Blue driving to the rim. He punches it home. Quick timeout there for the Bullfrogs. They're not happy with what they're seeing, and I don't blame them. This Bullfrogs team, they just seem lost out there on offense. Defensively, they've been competing at an okay level, but offensively, they just don't know what they're doing right now. It's almost like they have a bunch of conflicting styles that just aren't working well together. Starters back out there for the Frogs. Hansen, spin, puts it up over Kenneth Michaels. He got it to go. Starters also in the game now for the Stallions. Minus Kevin Alexander. He checks back in off the bench. Jawan Quinn posting up Vern Beard here. What a wonderful story Vern Beard is. Took his team to the NCAA championship in season 1. He played for Ohio. What a Cinderella story it was to see the Ohio Bobcats go to the NCAA championship. Vern Beard by himself was able to make that happen. And then Vern Beard goes basically undrafted in the draft. Oh, errant pass there from the Stallions. Jawan Quinn. Don't know what he thought he saw, but it definitely wasn't a player. But Vern Beard basically goes undrafted, elects to sign with the new Vegas Dragons team that came into the league as an expansion squad a year ago. Played 1 season in Vegas, opted out of the contract, and has decided that he wanted to take his talents to Mudville, where he's now a Frog. Vern Beard not showing much loyalty but definitely is making a difference wherever he goes. And I mean, his legacy is starting to look as if it might be a journeyman legacy. 3 squads and 3 seasons with 3 successful years. The expansion Dragons really had a great regular season and impressed during the playoffs. And now so far with the Frogs, Vern Beard is hoping to change the narrative, as the Frogs were the worst team in the league last year. And with a lot of great moves from this GM, they're looking to compete at a high level this season. I mean, minus what you're seeing from this game, because this game, they cannot figure it out offensively. Stallions, on the other hand, they are clicking on all cylinders. They made the SBF championship a year ago. Some people want to discredit that championship run because of strength of schedule. I will say the Western Conference was the weakest conference the SBF has ever seen last season. That's part of the reason for the Dragons' success. The Dragons were a 2 seed, Assassins a 3 seed, Stallions the 1 seed. I truly believe the 4 or 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, Chupacabras or Hornets, could have ran the gauntlet in the West and made it to the finals. And Vern Beard gets a good steal. Here goes Bryce Dyson out in front, driving, lays it up and in. Brings the lead back down to just 10 for the Stallions. Both teams a little careless with the basketball this quarter. Michael sets the Fox screen. Fox driving. Fouled. Won't get the and one, though. He will be sent to the line. He will shoot 2.
Team foul. At the line for your home team. At the line for 2.
All right, guys, sorry for that brief distraction. If you guys couldn't hear in the background, kids kind of running wild this morning. Josh Robinson with a great move as he gets the rebound and the putback. That's the type of aggressiveness this Bullfrog team's going to need from their #1 pick. And, I mean, I've said it in about every Frog game. I know Frogs GMs get a little tired of hearing it, but I called it during the draft. Drafting a big man, a center, a non-scoring player is the slowest way, with the #1 overall pick, is the slowest way to rebuild a new team. With a guard, you can truly control the entire flow of a game. Offensively, they could do a good job defensively. Obviously, they're not going to compete in the paint, but with some, you saw Vern Beard get a couple of steals in this game so far. It's just so much easier to rebuild your team focusing on the offensive side of the basketball than it is the defensive side. Robinson is only really a factor when the play comes to the rim. And most teams have kind of figured out so far in the Pro League, hey, if I don't drive at him in the paint, he can't block me. That neutralizes his defense. Ben Adams. Bad decision there. They get it to Ricky. Ben Adams has got to play more aggressive. That shot there was as good of an opportunity as you could look for at the end of a quarter. Instead, he passes it up to his 7-footer that can't shoot threes. Forces him to make a decision. Guys, we're at halftime now. We got a big lead for the Stallions, and I'll be back in a few moments. All right, guys, the third quarter is kicking off, and it's do or die time for these Bullfrogs. The coach had an opportunity to go back to the locker room, talk it over with his team, and make a plan. And so far, that plan looks fantastic as Ben Adams drills a three. That's the type of off-ball movement they're going to need to get open shots. Let's see what the Stallions can do. They went back to halftime. They have a winning recipe so far. What can this coach cook up to keep this winning streak alive? I believe they won their last live game as well. Bryce Dyson, spinny. He's got an open teammate, but he doesn't pass it out. Instead, he's going to make the layup. Bryce Dyson, not known for a good passing ability, so honestly, that's a smart double team by the Stallions. Not sure if that was designed or not, but great pass down low. Josh Robinson knew that he wasn't going to block Rockwell. He went for the steal, missed, and that allowed Rockwell with an easy slam. They're going right back to Dyson. Dyson driving at the rim, throws it home. Bryce Dyson coming out firing in the second half. 14 points tonight. Khalil Fox over to Blue, gets it to Michaels. Michaels very quiet, finds an open Quinn. Quinn three ball off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Robinson yanks it down. Here come the Frogs. A chance to cut it down even more. Right now it's a 9-point lead. Dyson back to Vern Beard. There's decent movement, not great movement right now for these Frogs. Looks like they're going to give some isolation to Bryce. Instead, Bryce gets it to Robinson, who gets blocked. I don't know why these Frogs insist on giving it to Robinson with 1 second left. He is the worst possible option to shoot that last second shot. And Robinson gets called on a block, on a shooting foul there. I thought it was a clean block. Let's see here with the replay. I mean, maybe on the follow-through he caught the arm a little bit, but I don't think it impacted the shot. That's a bad call in my opinion. As I was saying before, got a little distracted. This new GM for the River City Stallions, Rain, comes in. He inherits a championship roster. On paper, he inherits a championship roster. Let me make that clear, because part of the reason the GM left the club was because they knew that it was the last opportunity for the Stallions. The Stallions made a run, but they had a lot of guys on one-year deals, a lot of guys who weren't going to come back. They were going to have to completely rebuild. So Rain inherited a roster where the fans were expecting championship or bust, but the roster was honestly in shambles. Everybody was leaving. They were going to keep Quinn and Rockwell. Those were the two. Rain steps in, very little league knowledge, makes a couple of great draft picks, makes a couple of great free agent signings, makes a couple of big-time trades, and here his Stallions are getting better and better as the season goes. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to see a couple more mid-season trades, but I think so far River City's in good hands with good moves made from this new GM. You saw the very first River City game of the season. It was rough, very rough around the edges. But as the year goes on, they're getting better and better. And that just shows continued work. Dyson bounced past to Cletus. Cletus able to score over Derek Simon. Right now, the Stallions are starting to lose that lead. Jacoby Mamba's in the game. I'd love to see them get him open for the 3. Mamba tries to drive right at Ben Adams. Gets blocked. Cletus White's there. Ben Adams kicks it to the corner. Bryce Dyson. He's going to drive left. Spinner Rooney in the post. Double team comes. Adams doesn't find Vern Beard fast enough. And they're going to call Jacoby Mamba on the blocking foul. Honestly, let me just make this clear. If the Frogs are watching at this point of the game, the Frogs GM, if you're watching this here, you'd probably be better off to just cut Ricky Parker. When he comes into the game, bad things happen. I mean, but what about this Bullfrogs comeback? It is just 3 points right now. Cody Carr, nifty little move. He's at the rim. Another block from Cletus. Here we go. Now Rockwell's got a matchup with Cletus. Not going to take it. Instead, he's going to get it to Kevin Alexander, who's driving. Lays it up left hand, and Cletus White is rim protecting with the best of them right now. Sakai kicks it over Ricky Parker, who puts a shot up and misses. Cody Carr driving. Good defense from Cooper, but Cody Carr able to make the circus shot. Cooper to IT 3 ball. That's not going to fall. Rebounded Cooper. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cletus, 3 seconds to do something. IT, another 3 ball. That one doesn't go. Cletus, another rebound. Rockwell block. IT, a third opportunity. That one goes. You give him enough chances, he's going to hit one. Great offensive rebounding from these Bullfrogs. That's part of what happens when Kenneth Michaels leaves the floor for the Stallions. Rebounding efforts go down. Michaels is a rebounding monster for the squad. Xander Blue driving left, puts it up and in. And that's going to be a timeout for the Bullfrogs. I think this time it was a timeout because they like what they're seeing. Lost a little bit of momentum, and they want to put that to a halt right away, fix it, and let's continue to get better. Frogs keeping their bench unit in, and they're adding Champ Hansen to it. Interesting to see if Champ Hansen's able to become the focal point of this bench squad. Champ puts it up, mid-range jumper, that's not going to fall. Screen set from Rockwell. Alexander finds him on the roll. Great feed. Kevin showcasing his playmaking abilities tonight. What a great find. IT has it out up top. He finds Cletus. Cletus going to work on Byron Rockwell. And puts up a bad shot. Cletus feeling himself. Kevin Alexander finds Murray. 8 seconds on the game clock. Pick set by Kevin. Cody Carr gets it to Michaels, who puts up a tough shot. Gets blocked, and we're going into the fourth quarter with a 6-point Stallion lead. The Bullfrogs hopping their way back into this game. We'll be back in a few moments. And here we go. We're starting the fourth with a 6-point Stallion lead. Carr takes the Rockwell screen. They drop it down. Rockwell backing down Ricky. Great matchup that time for Byron Rockwell as he's able to get it to go. 10 points for the Rock. Josh Robinson checks in, but Ricky, Sakaya, and IT stays in there. And Kenneth Michael's going to get called for the blocking foul that time. Parker over to IT. Getting it back up to Parker. Sakaya Cooper coming to set a screen. Pick and roll now between Ricky and Cooper. Able to get it to go. Ricky Parker scores. Cody Carr burns Ricky on the dribble and then banks it home. Josh Robinson, great box out down there. He was ready for that rebound. Here comes IT. Cooper up top. He's going to drop it down to Robinson. Robinson wants to go to work. And Rockwell with a pluck out of the air. What a block for Byron. Welcome to the big leagues, Mr. Rookie Josh Robinson. Rockwell been one of the most dominant centers in this pro league for a long time. Showing us why there. Sakaya Cooper back to back. Great defensive plays. IT tries to drive on Michaels, and Michaels, really bad decision there. For some reason, not able to block the shot. Instead, sends IT to the line, where he sinks the first. Second one's up, and that's good as well. Looks like starters checking in for the Frogs, but IT's still out there. And Stallions have got starters plus Murray Williamson. Good steal there from Vern as Robinson picks up the loose ball. Vern finds IT under the rim, who misses a layup. Vern Beard is a rare breed of point guard. A lot of point guards really dominate the ball. There's a few of them in this league that don't. Bradshaw, Vern Beard, they allow their teammates to control the possession as much as they want. Jeffrey John is one that you would think he has the same tendency to allow teammates to control, but he doesn't. John is a ball hog, but he likes to, he wants the assist basically. Whereas Vern Beard doesn't even care if he doesn't finish the games without assists. He just wants the offensive bucket. He wants the best overall team success. John is looking to keep the ball in his hand, and he won't pass it until someone's ready to shoot. Devontae Bradshaw is the same way as Vern Beard. He doesn't care if it's him getting the assist, if it's him getting the bucket, or if it's him getting the rebound. As long as it's his team, doesn't matter to him who does it. And backdoor cut, there's Robinson.
Beard. Home team.
As you see the difference in shooting percentages here tonight, Frogs putting up more shots but missing a lot more. 3:47 left in this game. Frogs were able to hop their way back into it, down by just 6. Not able to get over that hump though and shorten the gap a little bit more. Defensively, they have not been able to stop the Stallions in a few possessions. Box, a little floater, got it up over Robinson. Here comes Vern. He's going to kick it over to Ben, drops it down to Champ. Champ, step back. Thought about it. I thought it was a good little move. Ben Adams, deep 2, not going to fall. Juwan Quinn, deep 2. That rolls around the rim and kicks out. 4 out, 1 in offense right now for the Bullfrogs. Hansen kicks it back to Bryce. 10 seconds on the clock. Vern, pick and roll. Puts it up high off the glass. Robinson comes away with it and scores. So many people on the floor for the Bullfrogs that want to attack the rim. Every single one of them except Ben Adams. And layup attempt for Xander Blue's no good. Champ Hansen, great defense on Michaels. Robinson comes away with it. Here's an opportunity. The Frogs finally with a chance to drop it lower than 6. Robinson finds Hansen in a cut. Great pass from the Bullfrogs there. Great feed from Robinson, showcasing more than just rim protection on that play. We've got a close ball game with under 2 minutes to go. Xander Blue gets stripped from Vern. Up court to Ben Adams. Ben driving, finds Champ. Champ pumps once, gets blocked from Michaels. Right into the hands of Ben Adams, though. Bryce Dyson blocked from Michaels again. Michaels stepping up big when his team needs him. Back-to-back blocks. Frogs, they can feel the comeback. They can taste it. 7 seconds. 3 seconds. Dyson pumps, puts up a mid-range jumper. Got it! Make that a 2-point ball game. It's a 1-possession game as they find Kenneth Michaels, who put Champ Hansen on a poster. What a slam for the big man. Vern Beard finds Dyson at the rim. That's a great feed and score. Next team to miss could lose this game. That's how important each offensive possession is right now. Blue drops it down to the hot man, Michaels. He's backing down Champ. He does a little fader, and he sinks it. At this point, the Frogs might want to consider going to Ben Adams to shoot a 3. They're going to go ISO Dyson. Circus shot. Doesn't go. They're going to give the goaltending to Khalil Fox. So Bryce Dyson will get an and 1. What a crazy, crazy play that we just witnessed. The play was dead. Fox touched the ball on the rim. That's going to make it a 3-point play. Fox backing down. Michaels backing down Hansen. Hansen fouls him, sends him to the line. These are 2 of the biggest free throws in Michaels' career. First one misses. The second one. That one's no good. Here come the Frogs. Champ Hansen gets it to Dyson in the corner. Dyson driving, Euro. He'll go to the rim. He is going to go to the free throw line after a foul from Michaels. An absolute collapse for the Stallions here. Dyson ties it up. The second one. The lead. The Frogs with their first lead with 27 seconds left in the game. 68-67. The Stallions have got to score here, and then the Frogs should have the last possession. The Stallions are going to need big-time offense followed by bigger-time defense. If I'm the Stallions, I don't waste time here. You don't want to drain out that shot clock. Your goal shouldn't be to get a fast shot. It shouldn't be to get a slow shot. You just need a good shot. And then trust your defense. If you don't get a good shot here, you need to foul quick. Stallions burn their last time out. This is it for them. Quinn's going to drop it down. They're going to go back to Michaels. Turn. Hook shot's good. Michaels retakes the lead. What confidence in Kenneth Michaels. Missed the free throws that allowed the Frogs to take the lead. And then he sinks a hook shot over big man Byron Rockwell. What a game. Frogs with a chance now. Vern Beard has it. Looks like they're going to let the shot clock wind down. They're going to leave it up to offense here. Beard kicks it over to Dyson. Dyson, spin move under the rim. Got it! Bryce Dyson scores! Stallions, they're going to have to throw up a prayer. Quinn can't get it to go. The Bullfrogs, they come away with the 1-point victory. Bryce Dyson with the clutch basket at the end. Oh my goodness. Let's check out the box score real quick for you all. As you see here, Michael's 10-6-2. Good scoring game for him. Good effort from both teams. Jacoby Mamba didn't get going on offense. Kevin Alexander was a great facilitator in this one. Bullfrogs, Bryce Dyson led the way in scoring. IT off the bench had 7 attempts. Robinson 8 and 6. Sakiah Cooper's first game, 2 points, a rebound, and a block. Not bad. All right, guys. I'm Jeffrey John, and I'm checking out. Catch you in the next one.